I think you build a culture or a family with that in mind, and then you get, contributing student athletes that really want to, push that motto even further, right? So this year we had, the first year ever, we had all 10 wrestlers qualify for the national tournament, right? So and Cornell Wrestling has been around for 115 years, right? So to me, that's really, really special. And it's obviously special to Meyer and to the rest of the team, right? And yeah, that's not like a team trophy, that's not a banner, but being the first team to have all 10 is really, really cool, right? And why is it so, meaningful? It's so meaningful because those 10 wrestlers that were able to compete are the embodiment of the effort, right? The attitude, the accountability, right? The humility, right? All the things we talk about for our program, for our pillars of success, those 10 guys embody that from their teams, right? So that's what's really, really important to me and to us, right? Is, pushing that culture and that, we'll say that model, right? Family, not factory, even further, okay? Now, how does it relate to you guys and attacking goals and what you're moving towards, right? I think it is a great example of what you can do when you work together as one unit, okay? Because yes, everybody had individual goals, but everybody worked together as a unit, and they honestly put the team before themselves, right? I always preach to our guys, right? Have great energy, have great effort, right? When you go out there, and Meyer will tell you, right? Wrestle with greater purpose than yourself, right? Wrestle with greater purpose than yourself. Think about your family, your high school coaches, whomever puts you in the position to take the mat, right? Whoever gave you that opportunity, right? That's who you're representing, right? The C on your chest. You're representing the folks that came before you, right? 115 years, the folks that allowed you to have this opportunity, the folks that, allowed you to train in the greatest wrestling facility in the country, right? All these things, right? A lot of gratitude, right? So when our guys take the mat and they have a lot of gratitude, then I believe that they perform really well, right? But on top of that, it starts at a young age, right? But it starts in August, for the year, we'll say, right? It starts in August, and it starts with, right, goal setting. And it's not, hey, I want to be a national champ. Great. Like, what are you going to do from August to March to get there, right? Yes, you can have long-term goals, absolutely. But what's your goal for this practice, right? So I'm not going to let, my partner take me down with the head outside to this side, because I struggle with that, right? Last year in the state finals, I got taken down with that attack. Last year, in Fargo, I got taken down with head outside to this leg a bunch. I'm going to work on that, right? That's my goal for this practice for this week, right? And then what's my goal for the month, right? How am I moving towards what my ultimate overarching theme is for the year, right? And that's what's really important. Having that goal is great, but a goal without action is a dream, right? Because you're not actually working towards anything, right? So having a goal is great, but there has to be action daily to make that a reality, right? And I think that action is the difference between what can become reality but will always stay a dream, okay? And a lot of people dream, but not many people, make their goals reality. That's very, very, unfortunately, that's the truth, right? But, so now that you have, these goals, and our guys, when we're looking at last year, right, they have these goals, but how do you stay on track, right? Accountability, right? That we versus me mentality of Meyer holding, Vito, and Vito holding Meyer, and the whole group of guys holding each other accountable, right? Holding your foot to the fire. Hey, you didn't get that workout in. That's unacceptable. Or, hey, you got to do more. Or, hey, you got to take it easy, right? It can work both ways. Like, you worked out 3 times today. It's a little bit too much, right? So looking for everybody's best interest is really important. Obviously, the coaching staff is going to do that, but when it becomes, I guess, ingrained from the guys, and then they're really working on holding themselves accountable and bringing the best out of their teammates, that's when you see some really special things happen, right? So I believe that, goal setting and holding yourself accountable, right, is really what's going to get you there. And if you have a strong team, or you have a team that you're looking to make stronger, it's a really easy way, right? Buy into this we versus me mentality, right? In the sense that everybody is in it together. Because yes, in wrestling there can only be one person out there at a time, but if the collective is helping and working to build that person up, that person can get a lot better really quickly, and with that, right, make the team that much better. Okay, because it's not really fun being on a team where you're not all competitive. I truly believe that, because if you're on a team where it's just you, it maybe isn't that fun, and it leads to you becoming, the show, which I personally don't love. I love for everybody to contribute and everybody to matter on the team, right? And for us, right, I think motivation is really important as well. So there's 10 guys that can wrestle in the postseason and in duels, obviously, and in tournaments in college. But making sure that the non-starters are wrestling in tournaments and staying competitive and staying locked in, right? Staying locked in and doing the right things all the time, right? Keeping your weight under control so they can be great training partners at the end of the year. Focusing and trying to, emulate whoever the tough opponent's going to be for their teammate. Just doing everything they can to really help and build those 10 that are, right? Because if you don't have the collective helping each other to rise, you're not going to get to where you want to be, right? If you have negative Nancy's who, are just, I'm not the starter, this is silly, I don't want to be part of this team, you're never going to succeed, right? Your team is never going to succeed, right? So I'm really harping on a team right now, right? Because that's what I believe helps the individual continue to make jumps. Individually, right? If you're not on a team or you're looking to go to Fargo or things like that, and you're focusing on making jumps, I think you gotta, work with those that are close to you, right? Those that motivate you, those that help you, achieve and grow and build, right? Great coaches, great mentors, your parents, whomever it is, you got to lean on somebody. You really have to. You have to lean on somebody, and you have to have that somebody also hold you accountable, right? So accountability is probably, I would say, the biggest thing, because, like I said, without accountability, without holding your foot to the fire, you're gonna have all these goals and these dreams and whatnot, but you're not gonna achieve them, right? So that's really, really important. It's something that I think is important. Okay. The other thing is humility. Okay? Humility is very, very important. Nobody wants to be around a teammate that is not humble and is not understanding of maybe some of their teammates that are not as gifted as they are. Right? And I say it all the time. Okay? On our team, your effort is what we measure, I guess, success by, right? In the sense that if you're putting in great effort, I don't really care how good you are on the mat. Your results don't matter to me. Your effort matters to me, right? So for everybody in here that's getting better, right? Maybe you're not where you want to be yet. Continue to put great effort in. Effort is what separates you, right? Effort is what makes you stand out. Effort is what is going to set you apart. I truly believe that. Okay? So we really put so much value in effort, right? Effort and attitude. I'm sure you've all seen that, but those are things that everybody can control. It's really, really important.
So we're going to let you go all night tomorrow.
Oh, this is not tonight?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Questions? Fun stuff, though. Yeah. We'll talk about something different tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Coach Meyer and Coach will talk. Let's give them a round of applause.